Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, beseech you to behold with your abundant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come, and our deliberation in so just and faithful manner as to promote your honor and glory and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of the country and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Honorable members, I confirm that we have quorum to proceed with the sitting. So clerks, read the orders of the day.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, the chair has the following communication to make. The park committee will meet after the raise of this sitting at committee room number 2. Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Honorable members, the House recognizes the members of the gallery, and that is Sebastian Machalo. Sebastian Machalo. Good. Laban Marembe. Good. Cynthia Oche. Situ Jason Bogo, Boniface Rewela, Michelle Kirubi, and the HR. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Bunge. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable members, pursuant to the provision of the standing order number 47A, the Speaker may designate a suitable place in the County Assembly chambers for the purposes of admitting any County Executive Committee member for the purposes of presentation of information answers to the question the County Assembly contemplated under the section 39(2) of the County Government Act 2012. Further, standing order number 48 stipulates that this part may apply to questions directed to boards under the jurisdiction of the county government with necessary modification. It is in this regard that County Assembly invited the chairperson of the board and the managing director of Taveta Water and Sewage Company Limited to appear here today to answer to questions raised by Honorable Stevens. In view of the foregoing, Honorable Member, I hereby direct the Sergeant Ram to usher in the chairperson and the managing director of Taveta Water and Sewage Company Limited into the chamber. Honorable members, may I take this opportunity to welcome the chairperson and the managing director of Taveta Water and Sewerage Company Limited into the chamber on behalf of the County Assembly. Pursuant to the standing order number 55(1), the clerk shall submit to the relevant chairperson and the managing director the question which the question within 48 hours of being made in the assembly, accompanied by with the summon to appear before the County Assembly. The clerk of the County Assembly submitted to the chairperson of the board and the managing director the question and that they were supposed to respond to on 10th September 2025. Honorable members, the following rules that are observed during the appearance of the CECMs shall be observed during the appearance of the chairperson and the managing director. Rules and order, unless specified, provided in this part, the provision of the part 13, rules of debate, and the order and part 20, order in the county assembly and committees of the all county assembly shall be with the necessary modification applied during attendance of the chairperson and managing director to provide information and answers to the question in the county assembly chamber. The provision of the County Assembly's Powers and Privilege Act number 6 of 2017 shall apply to the chairperson and managing director when summoned, admitted, and answering question in the county assembly chambers under this part. The chairperson and the managing director shall at least one day before the day of presentation of the response to a question or such other period as the speaker may allow, submit 5 copies of the responses to the clerk. This is to confirm that the chairperson and the managing director submitted a response to the clerk of the county assembly on Tuesday 16th September 2025. The speaker shall call successfully each member in whose name a question appears in the order paper. The member called shall raise and ask the question by reading out the text of the question as it's printed in the order paper. A member in charge of a question may authorize another member to take charge of a question on his or her behalf. Where a member fails to raise a question at the time specified by or under the rules, such question shall not again be published in the order paper during the same session except with the leave of the speaker. A question shall be stood over if the relevant county executive committee member is not present in the assembly when the question comes up for reply and the question is not replied to or is or behalf by another official from Tavevo Water and Sewerage Company, provided that the relevant official shall have sought the leave of the speaker. A question may not be stood over more than once. The chairperson and the managing director member shall be heard in silent and no interjection. Points of order or question of privilege shall be raised while they are providing information. Each response shall be limited to a maximum of 30 minutes, provided the speaker may in exceptional circumstances extend the period by not more than 30 minutes. A member may seek clarification or any answer given, but clarification shall be limited to the specific matter raised in question, provided that any clarification shall take the form of a question, not a debate. The member in whose name a question stands or who takes charge of a question shall be given an opportunity to ask one supplementary question. A member who asks a supplementary question pursuant to the subsection B may make a statement or express an opinion, but may not speak for more than 1 minute. The speaker may, if the question is certified that the response sufficient addresses the matter specified in the request, direct the matter be closed. Where the questionnaire is not certified that the response sufficiently addresses the matters specified in the request, the speaker shall refer the reply submitted to the relevant sectoral committee for further consideration. Honorable members, I now invite Honorable Stephen Izai to ask the question on the outgoing of outgoing debt collection services at Taveta Water and Sewerage Company Limited. Honorable Izai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, I stand to ask the question concerning the calm recovery debt. The first question is what procurement process was followed by Taveta Water and Sewerage? Sorry. The first question, what procurement process was followed by Taveta Water and Sewage Company Limited in engaging Calm Recoveries Limited for debt collection services, and did it comply with the Public Procurement Asset Disposal Act? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm guided to read all the question.
Proceed.
Question number 2. What are the terms and conditions of the contract entered into between Taveta Water Sewage Company Limited and MS Calm Recoveries Limited, including the commission or fees payable? Question number 3. From which year does the contract with M/S Calm Recoveries Limited commence, and which year is it expected to end? Question number 4. Was a cost-benefit analysis undertaken to justify outsourcing debt collection services as opposed to strengthening Taveta's debt recovery mechanism? Question number 5. What measures has Taveta put in place to ensure that consumers' rights are safeguarded and the debt recovery process is conducted in fair and human manner? Question number 6. What role did the county government as the sole shareholder play in approving or overseeing this outsourcing arrangement? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable members, I now invite the chairperson and the managing director to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is Benson Mongoi. Myself, I'm the MD of Taveta. So, may I request now to respond, to give my response to the question from the honorable member. So, question number 1. May I read the question also? I can go direct to the response.
Just proceed to answer the questions and as has been put by the honorable member.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Are the questions clear to you, or do I give him an opportunity maybe to go through the questions again?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. The questions are very clear to me.
Okay,
let me now give my response.
Okay.
Yes. The first response for question number 1 is as follows. The process of contracting the debt collector complies with the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal for 2015 and its regulation. 2020 as a step-by-step procedures were followed as prescribed below. Opening tendering method was applied in the procurement of the debt collector. This will enable open and fair competitive process in line with Article 227(1) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, which represented that when a state organ or any other public entity contracts for goods or services, it shall do so in accordance with a system that is fair, equitable, transparent, competitive, and cost-effective. The procurement method was adopted in accordance with the Section 91(1) of the Act 2015, where as defined in the Act, open tendering shall be preferred procurement method for procurement of goods, works, and services. Invitation to tender was placed with the local dailies Standard newspaper on Tuesday, May 20, 2025, and the same posted on the company website. And in addition to the public procurement information portal, in accordance with the Section 96(1) of the Act 2015, where the law requires that accounting officer of the procurement entity shall take such steps as reasonable to bring the invitation to tender to the attention of those who may wish to submit the tender. Tender documents with the clear terms of reference and condition of contract, including evaluation criteria, were uploaded immediately on the company website. On the company website, in accordance with the Section 98 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015, whereas prescribed, upon the advertisement, the accounting officer of the procurement entity shall immediately provide copies of the tender documents, and in accordance with the invitation to the tender, the accounting officer shall upload the tender document on the website. Submission of proposal was on Thursday, 12 June 2025 at 11 a.m. The accounting officer managing director appointed tender opening committee in accordance with section that of the Act 2015, whereas prescribed in the accounting officer of a procuring entity shall appoint a tender opening committee, and specifically for the procurement in accordance with the requirement and such other requirements as may be prescribed in the Act 2015. Opening of the submitted tender was done on the same date, and the time and representative from the firm which was submitted tender was present during the opening function in accordance with the Section 778(4) of the Act 2015, where those submitting tenders of their representative may attend the opening of the tender. Only one firm participated, identified as MS Calm Recovery Limited. In accordance with the Act 2015, all tenders submitted must be evaluated, and successful tender determined. Evaluation of the submitted tender was done in accordance with the Section 80(1) of the Act 2015, where is provided the evaluation committee appointed by the accounting officer pursuant to Section 46 of this Act. Section 48 of this Act shall evaluate and compare the responsive tender of the other tenderers. During the evaluation of the proposed post-qualification, due diligence was done in accordance with the Section 83(1) of the Act 2015, where is defined an evaluation committee may, after tender, evaluate, but prior to the award of the tender, conduct due diligence and present the report in writing to confirm, verify the qualification of the tender, due diligence conducted, including obtaining the confidential reference from persons with whom the tender has had prior engagement. The proposal by Calm Recovery Limited was determined to be substantially responsive. In accordance with the Section 87(1) of the Act 2015, where is provided before the expiry of the period during which tender must remain valid, the accounting officer of the procuring entity shall notify in writing the person who submitted the success tender, that is, tender has been accepted. Notification of the intention to enter into a contract was issued on 16 June 2025, and the standstill period expired on the mid-date of 29 June 2025. Substantially, the debtor collector was awarded the tender on 30th June 2025 25th. Contract was entered on 12th August 2025 between Tavevo and Water Sewerage Company Limited and Miss Calm Recovery Limited. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, that is the answer of the first question. I can go to the second question. I continue.
Just proceed, Madam Manager.
Thank you, sir. The collection fee structure is based on collection, no collection, no charge principle. Other additional terms and conditions are provided in the signed contract agreement and has been attached as Annex 1 to the report of for your review, Mr. Speaker. So now I'm proceeding to question 3. The contract debt collection service commenced on 12 August 2025. The debt collector has been appointed to provide services of debt collection for a period of 2 years, and subject to 6-month review of the debt collector performance. The contract, after successful review and if confirmed, shall end on the month of August 2027. Question 4. The contract being no collection, no charge, possess no direct implication to the cost, no direct cost implication to the company. Outsourced accounts are disconnected, accounts with a long history of non-payment and in default, which affects the company profit and loss account negatively through provision of bad and doubtful debt. Over the years, outstanding debt has been increasing despite having employed debt collection for officers, no matter which has continuously appeared in consecutive audit reports. For the financial year 2023, the outstanding debt increased by 12.5%. Long outstanding debt to the company possesses inflation risk to the company and not able to realize our real value of its money realized along after the bills fell due. Question 5. The response is as follows. The TR directly stipulates how the debt collector will conduct themselves as per the company internal debt collection policy and consideration of the values and beliefs of the company. All other terms and conditions are available in the contract document for the committees to review, or the honorable member to review. Further to that, all communication between the debt collector and our customers are either in writing or over the phone and is fully recorded in case of any review. Customers are notified of the intention of the company to enlist the services of external debt collector and encouraged to share any feedback on their conduct through our customer service line shared. Response of question 6. Outsourcing of what debt collector services was processed and approved by the Board of Directors, Tavevo Water and Sewerage Company. The county government, being the shareholder, the sole shareholder, through the Department of Water and the Department of Finance, are fully represented in the board. Honorable Speaker, I think that's the end of my response.
It's okay. Honorable member, is the response sufficient, or you need also to Any clarification or supplementary?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I can say that the response not much sufficient, but I can also add a supplementary question concerning the same, maybe asking the MD if whether the public participation was done when they decided to go for calm recoveries limited to collect debt. As you know, this is our company for county government of Taita Taveta County, and there are so many messages circulating to Mwananchi down there, West Sub-County, Mwatate, and Bundanyi, because we are dealing with the Tavevo direct. And the messages are very rough to the Mwananchi, because they're being told if you won't pay the debt, you'll be recovered, your land, your vehicle, name them. So Mwananchi, they feel that they are not, it's like the government, they are not protected by the government of Taita Taveta County. So maybe the director answer whether the public participation was conducted, because we know that Constitution of Kenya 2010, in anything we are doing as a government to Mwananchi, it's good public participation to be conducted so that Mwananchi of Taita Taveta County or Mwananchi of Kenya can own the process. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Director, I think you have heard what the honorable member is saying. So can you please respond to the concern about the public participation, please?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I've heard the concern of the honorable member, but sincerely, what I can respond is this, is that what we are trying to procure as a company, we consider it is like any other services which we procure for the company, like maybe security services. We normally procure for the certain company to give us that security services in all our installation in the county. So I think maybe what we can say, we didn't do any, but what we did, we just procured direct following the procurement procedures according to the act. And of course, maybe we didn't realize that as a company also we need to have public participation. But what we did, all those customers who are affected, we sent SMS messages to them before even the CALM contacted them. So all of those who have received these messages, they did receive the messages from Tavevo earlier before the CALM sent them messages. Yeah, so I think that's what I can respond. Director,
It's just yes or no. Did you didn't have had the public participation?
If I can understand now the definition of public participation, we didn't call it a public participation, but we gave the information to the concerned, the people affected by that activity.
Honorable Bonsai.
Can I ask
Honorable Bonsai, then.
Mr. Speaker, sir, if I may allow to read a legal basis of Kenya Constitution 2010, Article 10. Public participation is a national value and principle of governance. Article 201, public finance must promote openness, accountability, and public participation. Article 232, public services values include involvement of the people in the policy making. Sector laws. Water Act 2016 provides that the services and management decision should involve customers and stakeholders. Public Finance Management Act 2012 requires a consultative when public resources like revenue recovery, restructuring are involved. Why public participation matters in recovery. Recovery often affects tariff services levels, staff, or community access. Communities as end users and owners need to be consulted for legitimacy, buy-in, and transparency. It reduces resistance of, for example.
Honorable member, you know you are reading from a gadget.
I was just trying to give a highlight to the MD so that
just go to the just go to
Okay,
the point.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the guidance. But I think MD has got that those acts of 2016, 2012, and whatever. So the question was, did that Tavevo company contacted a public participation? That's first
Honorable
question.
member, from the response that the public participation was not done. We now go to the next concern.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, honorable members, honorable members, any member is allowed to seek clarification on the answers given pursuant to section 56(9)(a). So, honorable member Arifa Talaya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And I will wish to seek clarification on the matter that has been sought by honorable member of this House, Honorable Nzai. Mr. Speaker, I will wish to get clarification from the MD on one, the details of the message that was sent, because I understand, and according to the answer that you have given out, is that the company does not get any monies from Tavevo, meaning that they are going to recover the money and get paid by the client, by your client. So I wish to know the source of the details of the message that was sent, and whether you gave your client enough information on how much he will be charged by that organization that is collecting the monies on your behalf. That is very important. Secondly, this is a public entity, and it's a public liability company, and therefore it deals with a member of the public. So that information is very, very important. And the second thing that I also want to get clarification on, it is whether you know the methodology that the organization in hand is using from the members of the public, so that you can have customer protection on issues of frustration, naming the members of the public, shaming the members of the public, and such kinds of information, and any other that will result into demeaning the character and the standard of a client in that public domain. Thank you.
Managing Director, can you respond to those issues?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me start with the second question, which it appears to be very clear to me. Of course, there is just TOR for the service provider. Here is within our TOR. Of course, in anything which is trying, like whatever train the message is trying to send, of course, those messages they are recorded, and also they're supposed to be in written, and they're supposed to come to a commercial manager and being approved, so that they of course, those messages, they don't do what you have said, maybe shame our client, or do anything, of course, maybe to give the client the bad impression. So I think that is within the control. The first question, I think, if I got it very clear, was about money. The service provider does not handle any money. Our money goes direct to our pay bill. So there is nothing with that he handles. There is no money which he handles. All the money goes to the pay bill, and from there the client may get the response from whatever he has paid. So of course, after 1 month, they come to their manager. Of course, from our system, we can realize, because we have all the numbers, those guys which are working on them, we can realize how much they have done, and of course now they can get whatever we are saying. The charge is for only whatever they have done, according to the percentage which they have agreed to, as far as the contract is concerned. I don't know if you have answered your question, Honorable Member.
My answer is
Yes. So, Managing Director, were the questions, Managing Director, please, were the questions clear to you, or the member should repeat? Because we want you to respond to what the member raised. Yes. Can you be
Yes,
another, please?
Of course, we are new in these things, so you bear with us. Honorable member, please, can you ask one question, then I answer, and then answer the second one?
I think kulingana na kanuni za bunge,
Honorable member, just so proceed. Managing Director, yes, you should speak through the speaker. Are we together? You cannot allow the member to ask questions. It's me who's supposed to allow the member to. So can you please pause so that at least we can give the honorable member an opportunity. And please make note when the member is asking the questions. Please make note. Please proceed.
Mheshimiwa Spika, utanisamehea kwa kiherehere changu kidogo. Ni kwa sababu pia hizi kero zimekuwa nyingi sana kule mashinani, na naomba nitumie lugha ya Kiswahili ili labda swali langu kama alikuwa limefahamika vizuri liweze kufahamika vizuri ama nifafanue vizuri. Na swali langu liko ni kwamba wakati hii kampuni ambayo mmeichukua iweze kukusanya pesa kuwasaidia kudai pesa kule kwa wateja wenu, inamaanisha kwamba mmesema kulingana na jibu mmepeana kwamba hawa wateja wenu sio nyinyi mnawalipa, kumaanisha wanalipwa na mteja wenu kule nje. Hii kampuni inalipwa na mteja ambaye yule anayekusanya pesa analipwa na mwenye anachukua pesa kwake. Sijui hapo nafahamika vizuri. So nilikuwa nauliza ule ujumbe ambao mlimtumia mteja mkimwambia kwamba kuna kampuni mmeipatia kazi ya kukusanya pesa ama kuwadaia pesa, mlimfahamisha vizuri kwamba atakuwa anagharamika shilingi ngapi kwa kudaiwa pesa na hii kampuni ambayo mmeipatia kazi ya kukusanya? Hilo swali la kwanza.
Please.
Sawa.
Acha nitumie hiyo lugha pia mheshimiwa ametumia. Nikijibu swali.
Managing Director, you are only supposed to respond.
Okay.
In English. So just respond. Ahead and respond.
Okay.
In the language that
I feel better.
You had started with, please.
Also, I respond in English.
Yes, yes.
So as directed, I can respond in Kiswahili also.
You just move on. If you think,
okay, sasa nikimjibu,
you think Kiswahili
it will be more clear. It will be more clear.
It's okay. It's okay.
So mheshimiwa, okay. So honorable speaker, swali la kwanza ni kwamba hakuna wale wateja wetu ambao tuliwauzia maji, wao hawalipi huyo service provider. Service provider tulikubaliana naye, tuko na contract, kazi anafanya, sisi ndio tunamlipa kulingana na vile tuna contract. Wao ni kwa contract na kuonyesha na kukubaliana na vile wanalipa direct kwetu. Na wateja hawana jukumu lolote la kumlipa huyo. Nafikiri nimekujibu.
Mheshimiwa, next question. Swali lingi, the next question please. So that at least we can move to the other member.
So kwa ufupi ni kwamba kama bili ya mteja ilikoko ni 2,400, pesa atakayolipa ni 2,400.
2,200.
So niulize swali la pili. Swali la pili kupitia Mheshimiwa Speaker ni kwamba mbinu ambazo huyu mmempatia kazi ya kudai anazotumia. Mlijaribu kukagua.
Member, the question should be facing the speaker, not the director.
Okay.
See, all issues should come right from the chair with the speaker. Please.
Okay. Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker kwa huo mwelekeo mzuri ulionipatia. Nilikuwa nauliza kuhusu mbinu ambazo zinatumiwa na hii kampuni ya Calm ambaye inatukusanya pesa kutoka kutoka kwa wateja wa Tavevo. Sijui kama hizo mbinu walizikagua wakajua kwamba ni mbinu rafiki kwa wateja wao ama sio mbinu rafiki. kwa sababu baadhi ya madai ambayo yako kwa wateja ambao wako huku chini ambao pia ni watu wetu wanatumia njia za vitisho kwamba msipolipa tutakuja kufanya hiki, tutakuja kuchukua kile na yale mambo mengine. So hizi inakuwa ni njia ambazo za kumtishia mteja badala ya kumfanya mteja kuwa rafiki na kumpatia muhemko wa kulipa. So hizo ndio mbinu ambazo nataka tuseme mmezikagua mkajua kwamba ni mbinu ambazo ni rafiki ama ni mbinu za kumdhalilisha mteja wenu pale chini mashinani.
Asante.
Director.
Okay, asante Mheshimiwa Speaker. Sisi kwa kweli ni kwamba hizo mbinu zile mbinu tunataka zitumiwe zimekaguliwa, ni za heshima kwa wateja wetu, na sisi tunasema kwamba kama kwa sababu kila mwezi anakuja kwa report writing na of course na kwa assessment ile amefanya, kama ametumia mbinu zozote ambazo za kualilisha wateja au mbaya, tuna correct, kwa sababu tunasema the communication ile vile anahusiana and communicate na wateja, hizo communications ziko recorded na ziko written na lazima ziprovide kwetu na tunazi assess kama anatumia mbaya. Ni makosa zile nataka zetu ni zile fair za integrity, za heshima na pia kupatia mtu heshima yake. Asante.
Yes, honorable Dudu, honorable Mar. Sorry.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa hii fursa, sababu Waswahili wanasema samaki aliofumba mdomo anaswi na ndoano, nami nataka kuchukua fursa hii kufungua kinywa changu. Kwanza Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi labda ningependa nielezwe, sababu mimi ni mteja, kando na kuwa ni mheshimiwa ni mteja, na sijawahi pata ujumbe katika simu yangu ya rununu ya kunipa taarifa ya kwamba kuna kampuni itaanza kunipigia simu ama kunitumia jumbe katika simu ya rununu kuhusiana na malipo ya maji. Pili, ninaomba nieleze wale wafanyikazi ambao walikuwa awali kazi yao ni kudai haya madeni, kwa sasa hivi wamepeana shirika kufanya hiyo kazi. Je, hatima ya hawa wafanyikazi iko hali gani? Na je, ni kazi gani watafanya wakati wao washaondolewa jukumu la kudai haya madeni kama awali? Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Managing Director, you can as well also respond to those raised issues.
Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker. Lile la kwanza ambao wanasema hakupata ujumbe, zile ujumbe zilikuwa zinatumwa kwa wale affected, wale ambao watu wako na zile bills ambazo zimefika ile tunaita default zaidi ya miezi 4 kuendelea. So mheshimiwa ni kama hakuwa kwa hiyo group ndo hakupata zile ujumbe. Hii ya pili ni kwamba anauliza wale wafanyikazi ambao tulikuwa tumewaandika wakifanya default, wakichukua hizo deni zetu. Ni kwamba hizo deni ziko categories. Yule service provider tumempatia deni zile za miaka mingi, ziko paka miaka 20. Lakini kama ni wale ambao zao ni current, kuna wale wanafanya, kuna zile zao tunazita ni watch, kuna zile zao tunaita doubtful, ziko below 90 days 120, bali wale wetu ndio wanafanya hiyo kazi. So bado wako na kazi ya kufanya, na kwa ukweli si wengi, ni 3 tu ambao wanashughulika na akaunti nzima.
Honorable Jimmy Mohamedi, Chair Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity to also seek a little bit of clarification. And just like Honorable Mohammed, I just want to state that I was almost a customer for water supply, but unfortunately I didn't end up being one, though I ended up being in their debt lists. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, my clarification is there are those customers, including me being one of them, and quite a number, who have been making complaints to Tavevo that ever since we got our meters, we never got supplied with water, but air. So we continued buying water from other sources, and we were billed. And after complaining, the billing stopped at some point, where like my bill stopped at 4,000. Then it stopped for a year. And today I get messages, and I'm sure others are also getting similar messages from a person that we are not so aware of, who states, like I read as the message is received: customer, your Tavevo water bill must be paid. We can't keep reminding you, urgently settle your bill. Now you're wondering which bill, because you never consumed the water. So despite the complaints, what is Tavevo doing to mitigate the situation where people were never supplied with the product but were billed, and after complaining the billing stopped, and even in their record it shows that they have not billed? Like now I give one example of myself. I have not been billed for a year. It remains stagnant because they realized the problem was at their end, and now they are trying to frustrate me. Question number 2, what is the threshold of debt to be recovered? Like mine is only at 4,000 because they never supplied anything. They are just doing those monthly 350s up to 4,000, and then they stopped. So what is the threshold of debts that they are handing over to this CAM? Because at 4,000, I think maybe there are some who are at 3,000, 2,000, and they've been handed over to this CAM. So those are my 2 questions I wanted clarification on. What are they trying to do to address our several complaints that we lodged with their offices about non-supply, despite the investment we put in to invest in the meter, which was costing us 2,400, a cost that has never borne any fruit, even a single liter of water. And the complaints that we did, that we never got supplied with the water, but we were billed. And now today we're getting threatening letters, which maybe some of us are willing to go to court with them, but not everybody will be in a position to go to court with them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Managing Director, it's good also you respond using the Kiswahili, because also he's a victim,
so
and not him. I think also the public is also following this issue, so that at least the members also can also be cleared on this banning issue. Can you respond, please?
Okay, asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker. Ya kwanza nitasema kwa ile amesema ile ya kiasi gani ambao tunapatiana huyo service provider wetu. Sisi ile nini tumeweka, nimeeleza kwa ile ya kwanza ni kwamba ile provider wetu anaanzia kulingana na ile miaka, it's period, kwamba kama umekaa zaidi ya miezi 4, 120 days kwenda mbele, hata kama uko na ile kidogo, uko kwa list yao. Lakini watu wote ambao ni current ya juzi tunafanya wenyewe. Sasa kama mambo ya amount of money, hiyo haiko. Hiyo ni yote ni bills zetu tumesema, ambao ni default, hazijalipwa, utakuwa hapo. Kwa ile dispute ambao anasema kuna bills ziko na dispute, huyo service provider handle any dispute. Na kama mtu yote iko na dispute, ile akikuuliza ujue hiyo kitu iko na dispute, anakuwa referred code. Sisi pekee yetu ndo ana collect the agreed the agreed bill ile imekubalika, ile nini ya bill ambayo imekubalika na Tavevo, na customer wetu anajua ni haki ailipe, ndio hiyo anafuatana nayo, kwa sababu hajailipa kwa wakati ule ambao umepita. Lakini yote kama ile mheshimiwa amesema, ile iko responsible kwetu, na kama bado haijakuwa solve ile dispute, ni yeye na sisi tukae chini to solve your dispute. Asante.
That's all you said.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, may I seek further clarification on the same?
It's okay, proceed.
The issue is actually on the disputed bills. So, Mr. Speaker, for some of us, after disputing the bills, there was no response from Tavevo, but the billing stopped. The reason the billing stopped is because there was a dispute. So, today you're wondering, instead of getting a response from Tavevo, you're getting a debt collector who is threatening you or trying to challenge you. as if for a contest or a duel. So we're wondering, is Tavevo focused on frustrating would-be customers? Basically, what has happened at my place, people have decided to cut off that Tavevo connection, and now they're connecting water from the rivers and are buying water pumps for themselves. So my clarification I wanted to get from the MD, what are the efforts of Tavevo to address this outside the threatening? Because it's like they're threatening the customers for the customers to go to them. The customers have already gone to them and told them, you have a problem. A whole village is not getting water. So today you want to threaten that village, or you want the village to visit you and threaten you. So we wanted to hear what is Tavevo's obligation to try to solve this. KRA invite us for birthdays rather than threatening, and we go and visit them for a cake and then discuss the balance. What is Tavevo doing that is humanely besides whatever they are doing? I'm not arguing about their choice for a debt collector. Thank you.
Okay, before Honorable Member for Mwatate, let us give the Managing Director to respond clearly on the dispute issue. Have you addressed the disputed issue? That's now you are billing people. You bill people who you have not even supplied them water. It's just very clear. You need, the member wants to hear, what are you doing about the disputed cases?
Nitaendelea kutumia ile lugha uliniambia nitumie. Nimemsikiza bwana speaker, ni kwamba tunakubali kuna disputes mingi, na kila dispute, mtu akiwa na dispute anakuja kwetu. Kuna experts whatever kind of a dispute, inaweza kuwa ni ya mita ni machine, inaweza kuwa iko na shida, inaweza kuwa ni binadamu pia si kamili, inaweza kuwa alisoma vibaya. All disputes zinakuwa handled. Tuko na mechanism, tuko na department ya kudeal na hizo disputes. Akija maybe inaweza kuwa mheshimiwa labda yake ilifanywa na hakupata results, takiwa ready akuje na tutasolve your dispute. Ile nimeeleza mwanzo ni kwamba dispute hazifanywi na huyo provider, na huyo service provider na huyo calm. Dispute ni zetu, na ameelezwa, amepewa structure kabisa kwamba mtu akisema any dispute anamrefer kwetu. Is not even to understand what kind of a dispute yeye yuko nayo, anamrefer na sisi ndio tutasolve. Anazungumza naye tu ile mteja amekubali kwamba hiyo ni yake, hana any complaint. Hiyo ndio yetu yeye ndio anashughulika nayo. Na kama kuna any threatening, maybe anatumia the wrong messages, nafikiri nilieleza, hizo messages tunazirecord, kama ni written, kama ni telephone, alafu tuna take action kulingana na ile kwamba afanye the right things kulingana na beliefs na value za Tavevo. So sisi hata pia tuko na team ambayo tunaita clinics, inaendaka kwa kila village, inajenga inaweka camp tent, alafu in that village inazungumza na wananchi. Mtu yote iko na anything na any query na any yote anakuja anaelewa huyu mtu anataka nafanye kiasi gani. Lakini mwananchi wote akiona iko na query, akipata ile iko na freedom akuje kwa ofisi ajieleze, au kama kuna hiyo clinic kwa nani yake ataelezwa, lakini hakuna mtu atamfanya anything beyond that. Na any hatua yote anachukulia mpaka iwe authorized na ofisi yetu. Hakuna kitu anaweza chukua ambao afanya hatua yote beyond ya kuuliza hiyo kama haijakuwa authorized na kampuni.
Honorable members, I will give directions later. So can we have member from Mwatate? Let us raise that matter at that level so that at least we can have, but it should be a new case.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, si kesi mpya. Kesi ni hiyo tu tunaendelea nayo Mheshimiwa Speaker. Mheshimiwa Speaker, kwanza kabisa nataka nimpongeze Mheshimiwa Steven kwa kuleta swali hili katika bunge. Mambo ya debt collectors ama watoza deni katika kaunti yetu. Mheshimiwa Speaker, mimi nikizungumzia swala la kuhusu Mwatate peke yake, inamaanisha kwamba basi watu wangu wote Mwatate basi wataweza kuuziwa vitu vyao kwa sababu ya swala la TAVEVO na mambo ya deni. Tunapozungumza hivi Mheshimiwa Spika, Mwatate nzima mpaka upande wa sublocation yetu ya Mwadambogo maji haifiki Mheshimiwa Spika, na watu wengi wanadaiwa mita ambazo ni hewa. Sasa wakiweka watoza deni ama debt collectors waje kukusanya kuweza kuja kuhakikisha kwamba watu wamelipa zile madeni, basi ina maana kwamba hata mimi na mheshimiwa ambaye ni rafiki yangu
Remember, you should not explain. What you should do is just come up with a question
sawa mheshimiwa,
so that it can be answered, because we are concerned about issue that you are raising.
Ndio hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika.
Yes.
Mheshimiwa Spika, hapa Mwatate niko na messages ama ujumbe kutoka kwa watu wangu ambao wametumiwa na TAVEVO ama mtoza huyo debt collector ya kwamba walipe deni. Naona kuna mmoja hapa anafaa kulipa 1288,470 kwa sababu ya deni ambalo hata maji hajatumia wala hajauza, na yeye mwenyewe ashafanya kwenda katika ofisi za TAVEVO kwenda kuzungumza kwamba maji hayafiki kwake, na huyu mteja yeye aliweza kufanya mambo yake na kuweza kupata maji mahali ingine, lakini hivi sasa deni ambalo anadaiwa na TAVEVO na debt collector amemweza kumtisha ya kwamba ataenda kuuza vitu vyake. Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi sikubaliani na debt collector huyu, kwa sababu hili swala la deni la maji especially eneo langu la Mwatate Ward ni swala gumu sana, swala nyeti sana, kwa sababu maji hayafiki na watu wanalipa hewa ambazo ni mita tu, maji hayatoki. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, sikubaliani na hili swala la debt collector kwa watu wangu wa Mwatate Ward, kwa sababu inamaanisha kwamba watu wengi wataweza kuuziwa vitu vyao na wakati maji hawajatumia. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Honorable member, proceed, but you need to understand we are limited by time.
Mheshimiwa Spika, nitarudia tu kwa haraka. Na maanisha kwamba Mheshimiwa Spika, wateja wangu wa Mwatate, ukweli ni kwamba maji hayafiki, lakini mita nazo zinasoma. Je, huyu debt collector ataenda kuweza kuuza vitu vya wenyewe kama maji hayajafika, maji hayajatumika wala maji hawajatumia? Na nikatoa mfano tu wa mmoja ambaye anadaiwa 1288,470, na huyu amelalamika kwa ofisi za TAVEVO wakati mwingine, kwa sababu hili deni linaonyesha kwamba ni kuanzia mwaka wa 2017 mpaka sasa, lakini maji hayafiki na maji hajauza na anadaiwa. Sasa itakuwaje kwa mtu kama huyu? Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Thank you. Honorable members, I directed and given only 30 minutes, but so far we have used more than 50 minutes. So I'm only adding 15 minutes for you so that we can wind up the matter and also proceed to the next orders. So can the director please respond to the concern of the honorable member for Mwatate Ward?
Okay, asante Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa Mheshimiwa tamwambia kwamba hiyo ameeleza, mimi nimeelewa hiyo ni kama ni dispute bill. Vile nimeeleza mwanzo, dispute bill tunadili nazo, na kama huyu anaona hiyo haikuwa bili ya haki akuje. Nafikiri vile amesema alikuja miaka hizo zote. Sasa hii tuko pale, fikiri tumekuwa miezi kadhaa tuko pale na tuko na timu yangu iko dedicated. Akuje kama isa ni bili ambayo si ya haki, kusema kweli itakuwa solved. Akuje, lakini kama ni ile ya haki, kwa sababu tunajua kuna wale wako na hizo bili za kitambo sana na ziko hapo na ziko kwa record zetu. Mtu yote iko na dispute, nafikiri tuko wazi kwamba tuta solve your dispute. Asante.
Honorable member nominated MCA, can you please, and then we shall come now to the honorable from Bolia.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika. Nachukua fursa hii kukuuliza kulingana na swali ambalo umesema. Walioko na dispute na malalamishi kuhusu maji wakija ofisini kwako watasaidika. Nina uhakika na kitu ambacho nimekiona, wapo wengi ambao wamekuja ofisini kwa malalamishi na wanashinda pale a whole day, siku nzima wakileta malalamishi yao, na majibu wanaopata na watu walioko kwa ofisi sio majibu ya kuridhisha. Dakika ya mwisho mwananchi anaondoka pale akiwa amevunjika moyo, hana matumaini, hana maji na bill iko pale pale. Sijui nyinyi kama kampuni mnalichukulia vipi, ama mzigo huo mnakuwa mmemwachilia nani ili kusaidia mwananchi? Manake dakika ya mwisho atapataje maji na ule mzigo wa bill nani ambaye atakuja kulipa? Kwa sababu kama ukimlaumu yule kijana ama wale wafanyakazi wenyu wanapita mtaani, ni quoting you, umesema wao hukosea na binadamu hukosea. Nakubaliana nawe kwamba anakosea, lakini ile makosa itaendea nani? Italalia nani? Yani ni nani ataenda kulipia bill kwa makosa ya mtu kwenda kuestimate bill na ikuje ipile ikuwe ni bill kubwa? Ni nani ambaye anakuja kuilipa? Na kwa nini mtu akuje kwa ofisi alete malalamishi kama hayo ya makosa ya mtu, tena akuje kwa ofisi achukuliwe kiholela tu na atoke tu kama hajasaidika? Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Managing Director, you can respond to the raised issue.
Okay.
Honorable member.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika. Ile nitamwambia kwamba kama kuna wateja wanakuja kwa kampuni na hajakuwa addressed vizuri au hajapata solution, hajachukuliwa vizuri na wale wafanyikazi, nafikiri kuna stages, maybe naweza sema labda wao hawajajua kwamba ukija pale kwa ile ambao ni mfesi wa kwanza hajakusolvia shida yako, yuko ile ambayo iko next supervisor, yuko manager, alafu hata iko mimi, paka anaweza kuja kwa director, anaweza kuja kwa managing director. Na kutoka nimekaa hapa sasa, huu ni mwezi wangu nafikiri kama wa 8, sijaona kama kuna mtu amekuja pale tukashindwa kusolve problem yake. Labda wale tutataka tuwaambie wananchi ni kwamba ukikuja kwa ofisi yule umempata wa kwanza, kama hajakupatia solution, escalate hiyo shida yako paka ifike paka kwetu, na tuko na hakika ikifika pale tuko sisi tutaisolve hiyo problem. Ile ya pili akisema mambo ya kama ni mtu amefanya makosa, nafikiri nimesema mara mbili kwamba mita ni machine na pia binadamu huwa anakuwa na makosa, anaweza kukosea. Ile iko pia ikija, tuko na expert, kama ni makosa imefanyika itaonekana, na kama ni bili ambayo si ya haki si itarekebishwa na ionekane kwamba iko na hakika kulingana. Ile akija kama hajatosheka hapa escalate paka ifike kwa nini. Hata zingine zinaenda paka niko na chama na board hapa, kama nili imepita paka kwetu inaenda kwa board, inakuwa discuss kwa board na inaeleweka na inakuwa soft, na mimi haiwezi fika hizo level zote na tushindwe kupata solution ile ambao inakuwa ni fair kwa kampuni na mteja pia. Asante.
Ranking member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, let me apologize. I came late. It was due to some challenges on the way. Mr. Speaker, it seems in the public domain, they are aware the director was to be here today. Members of the public are aware the director was to be here today. Because I'm saying that, I was confronted by members of the public yesterday evening, and they asked me to ask the director those 2 questions. And the 2 questions, Mr. Speaker, are these ones. Why is the consumption price of the water is more expensive than of electricity? I've not done that calculation, but I'm not good in calculating. But that was the question which was asked. Which criteria did you follow that you had to charge water per unit more expensive than electricity? And then members of the public, Mr. Speaker, seems to be more knowledgeable to than some of us. They are saying,
member, you know, we are sticking within.
This is another second question.
We are sticking within. We are within the matter that was brought here. So I think as per the
It's related.
standing order,
Okay.
you also only form your statement.
Okay.
Then you bring it to the house so that at least we can also.
What about this one, second one, the one which is saying?
Is it within this
It is.
within
Yeah,
this
it's
area?
about water consumption.
Water consumption.
Yes.
Let it also come as a statement, because we are seriously within this line of this company, and but let us allow the member. Just that the second question.
The second question, Mr. Speaker, is this one. Water is life. Nobody is supposed to miss water. Mr. Director, they have been going disconnecting water to members of the public. And the information outside there, it is nobody is supposed to miss water. Why do they go disconnecting instead of sitting and agreeing how they are going to reduce that bill? But nobody is supposed to miss water in their premises. Otherwise, they are allowed to sit and agree how they will be reducing the bill for water. So do that.
On Managing Director.
Okay, niendelee na ile lugha yangu wananchi waelewe.
The concern by the ranking member.
Okay, sasa naweza mjibu mheshimiwa nikisema kwamba first priority ile watu tunafanya ni kukubaliana na mteja the payment plan. Hiyo haikatazwi. Kama uko na bill fulani uje uzungumze, mwelewane, utalipa nusu mpaka uje umalize. Hiyo hata huyu service provider tumempatia, hiyo ndio direction pia amepewa. Ya pili ni kwamba kama maji inakuwa disconnected, maybe hiyo payment plan tumekubaliana pia ameenda akafanya nini? Ameenda ka default in the payment plan. So haiwezi kuenda zaidi hapo kwa sababu amepewa payment plan akaenda pia akaiwacha. Ndio mnasikia kuna hata wengine wamekaa miaka 20 hajalipa maji. Asanteni.
Honorable Omar, I think we want to dispense that matter so that at least we can get to the next order.
Mheshimiwa Spika,
Yes.
nilikuwa ninaona kila mjumbe anayetoa swali lake ulikuwa unampatia fursa ya kumuuliza kama jibu limemridhisha ama likumridhisha. Lakini mimi umeniacha nyuma. Ingaje Waswahili wanasema ng'ombe aliyoko mbele siku zote ndo anachelewesha msafara, lakini aliyoko nyuma ndo anachapwa viboko. So mimi ninaomba tu nichukue
Honorable member, the person who now I'm going to give an opportunity to address that area is the person who has brought the question, and not you. You just came in, and if you are not satisfied, then I will give direction.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa
Do you have another question maybe?
niko nalo Mheshimiwa Spika.
Okay. You know we have no time.
Ndio.
We have no time. Can you just hold your seat?
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa mwelekeo.
Yes. Now let me invite the honorable member Abonzao to whether you are satisfied with the questions and answers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. As a member of Marungu, according to standing order, see a member who asks supplementary question pursuant to subsection B may make statement or express an opinion, but may not speak for more than 1 minute. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, first I would like to thank all the members who has contributed to that response of the calm recovery, and maybe to my conclusion. Mr. Speaker, sir, I've come to realize that that company, they failed from the beginning. They did not took the public participation. So from the beginning, they failed. So it's my prayer or my request. They should go back to the drawing board. At least they go around to all the wards and do public participation concerning the same. So that our mwananchi, they can own the process and they can be also be able maybe to pay their debt. So that's my request. Through the director is here, managing director, and I think Mr. Speaker, sir, when they do that, they will not get any complication from the to the ground, because we as members, we don't know about the company. We just see the letter and messages from Mwananchi. So by your guidance, you will guide us how to go about it. Otherwise, I thank all the members. Thank you so much.
Honorable members, it's good that now I direct from what I've heard, so that at least we can dispense this matter. Managing Director and your team, it's good that because definitely the company belongs to the people, and these are the representative of people. So as a speaker, I might direct you, if you didn't do the public participation, please do. And also involve this assembly. Whatever you are doing, involve this assembly, this house. This house is a house of rules, so that at least you cannot do anything outside there without the knowledge of the house. So please, I direct so that at least you can go and make those changes, so that the clients, the so-called clients, those who are getting, those you are serving, may understand what you are doing. So secondly, also, you also make sure, because water is life, make sure that you, as you move around collecting bills, make sure that also people have water. And I think we are giving you until, we are giving you 14 days, so that we can get a very good response here, that now those complaints will be limited. And if you are not going to end the complaints, but now the problems will be reduced, at least so that at least people can, the public can also see what you are doing and also appreciate what you are doing. I think I so direct. The sergeant, you can usher out the manager and the team so that we can proceed.
Can I say thank you, Mr. Speaker?
Oh, sorry,
Well guided.
a minute. And also to the member, where the questions is not satisfied, that the response sufficient addresses the matters specified in the request, the speaker shall refer the reply submitted to the relevant sector committee. So definitely, that's why I refer that we shall get now from the sector committee. We will now hear from them after within 14 days, so that this matter can be put into rest. Thank you very much. Now you can, the sergeant, you can make your pointing remarks before you are ushered outside, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Might I say that it's well guided. We are going to do exactly the directive which you have given us. My prayer is that as the representative of the people, you should also try to help us to educate the society exactly what we are doing. It is not in good faith. You are trying to make sure our company stands on its own feet and provide the services as required. Thank you.
Honorable members, having concluded the order for the response to the question, I direct now we move on to the next order. Clerks, proceed to the next order. Honorable Jimmy Mwamidi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to read a response to statement sought by Honorable Amos Makalo on budget absorption and performance for the financial year 2024-2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, on behalf of the Committee on Budget, Finance and Appropriation, I would like to give a response to the statement sought by Honorable Amos Makalo regarding the budget absorption and performance for the financial year 2024-2025 on 9th July 2025. A request to send to the CCM for Finance and Economic Planning via a letter dated 9th July 2025, reference TCA, stroke ADM, stroke 3, stroke 22, stroke volume 4, stroke 007, requiring a response by Tuesday, 15th July 2025. However, as of 15th July, no response had been received. Consequently, a reminder was issued through a letter dated 16th July, a reference TCA, stroke ADM, stroke 3, stroke 22, stroke volume 4, stroke 014, requiring the CCM to respond by close of business on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. Subsequently, on 21st July 2025, the CCM for Finance and Economic Planning responded via a letter TT stroke CC stroke F&P stroke statement stroke volume 2 stroke 22, indicating that the department was in the process of compiling the financial statement for financial year 2024-2025, after which the requested information will be made available through a further letter dated 22nd July 2025. Reference TT stroke CC stroke F&P stroke statement stroke volume 2 stroke 23. The CCM requested to respond to the statement on Wednesday, 6th August 2025. Thereafter, the committee, through a letter dated 23rd July 2025, reference TTCA stroke admin stroke 3 stroke 22 stroke volume 4 stroke 016, directed the CCM to submit the response on Friday, 1st August 2025. However, the CCM, via a letter dated 1st August 2025, reference TT stroke CC stroke F&P stroke statement stroke volume 2 stroke 26, once again requested to submit the response on Wednesday, 6th August 2025. The statement seeker sought to be furnished with the following: what was the total revenue realized in the budget from our own source revenue and disbursements from the exchequer, including donor funding and grants for the financial year 2024-25? 2. What was the recurrent and development absorption rate for the financial year 2024-2025 budget? How many projects were implemented and how much was paid during the financial year? 3. Provide copies of requisitions raised for the last 3 months' disbursement, April, May, and June. 4. The correct position of pending bills, including statutory deduction, balance as at 1st July 2025, amount paid during the year, pending bills accumulated during the year, and closing balance as at 30th June 2025. Provide aging lists for each. Question number 5. Comprehensive project status report showing those undertaken during the 2024-2025 financial year, i.e. projects completed, ongoing projects, and stalled projects. The committee reviewed the statement and hereby responded as follows. What was the total revenue realized in the budget from our own source revenue and disbursements from the exchequer, including donor funding and grants for the financial year 2024-2025? The response was as follows. In the financial year 2024-2025, the county government realized total revenue amounting to Kenya shilling 7,031,000,000 381,867 against a total budget of Kenya shilling 8,179,697,824, representing a performance rate of 86% as tabulated in a table shared in this report. I may take you through quickly on the table. From Exchequer releases, expectation as per the budget was 5,137,160,592. What was actually realized was 5,066,138,539. What was not realized or received was 71,022,053, representing 99% realization. On the donor funding and grants, what was budgeted for was 1,789,537,232. What was realized was 1,013,967,614. What was not realized was 705,569,618. Now this represented a performance of 57%. We had a budget balance brought forward of 403 million. What was realized was 403,292,470. That was in excess of 292,000, which was actually because of the estimation during the budget making process. On on-source revenue, so this one represents 100% performance. On on-source revenue, budgeted amount was 600 million. What was actually realized was 318,639,000, representing and a shortfall of 281,361,000, representing a performance of 53%. FIF, or otherwise known as Facility Improvement Funds for the hospitals, the budgeted amount was 250 million. What was realized was 229,344,244. Shortfall of 20,655,756, representing a performance of 92%. Question number 2. What was the recurrent and development absorption rate for the financial year 2024-2025 budget? How many projects were implemented and how much was paid during the financial year? Response: in the financial year 2024-2025, the county recurrent absorption rate was 92%, as tabulated in table 2. A brief of it was county executive recurrent budget amount was 4,978,979,943. Actual absorption 4,539,753,90. Budget difference 439,226,853, representing 91% performance. County Assembly, the budgeted amount was 759,520,871. What was actually absorbed was 760,302,258, representing 100% absorption. CUSP's budgeted amount was 35 million. What was absorbed was 32,309,300. Difference was 2,690,700, representing 92% absorption. Further, the county development absorption rate was 63%, as tabulated in Table 3. I'll only read the summary. County executive, what was budgeted was 631,333,378. What was absorbed was 474,449,564. Difference 156,883,814, representing 75% absorption. County Assembly, what was budgeted for was 70 million. What was absorbed was 48,601,902. Difference 21,398,095, representing 69% absorption. Donor funded projects, what was budgeted for was 1,704,863,632. What was absorbed was 981,658,314. What was not absorbed was 723,205,318, representing 58%. During the financial year ended 30th June 2025, the county government implemented a total of 183 projects. An amount of 374,788,154 has been paid in relation to projects as listed in Annexure 1. It's a detailed annexure. The statement seeker has a copy of the same. I'm sure he will go through it too. So I'll go to question number 3. Provide copies of requisition raised for the last 3 months disbursement, April, May, and June. The copies of requisition for the month of April, May, and June are also attached and provided in Annexure 2, which has also been served to the statement seeker. It's a list of several transactions. Question number 4. The correct position of pending bills, including statutory deduction balance as at 1st July 2025, amount paid during the year, pending bills accumulated during the year, and closing balance as at 30th June 2025. Provide aging lists for each. The status of pending bills for the financial year 2024-2025 in relation to statutory deduction is Kenya shillings 639,769 and 82 cents. There's an annexure for the statutory deduction analysis report also attached. The management has paid an amount of Kenya shilling 2,072,352,452.95 for statutory deductions in the financial year 2024-2025. The statutory deduction in summary: amount paid during the financial year 2024-2025, pending bills balance due, amount paid was 198 million. Sorry, I retake. Statutory deduction in summary: statutory balance brought forward from the financial year 2023-2024, 800,123,810. Amount paid during the financial year 2024-2025, 198,618,285. Pending balance due for the financial year 2023-2024 is and 1,505,524. Statutory for the financial year 2024-2025 was 1,947,868,412 paid during the year 2024-2025, 1,873,734,166. Statutory balance for financial year 2024-2025, 74,134,245. Further, the status of pending bills for the financial year 2024-2025 as at July 1st, 2025, in reference to projects, is Kenya shilling 1,341,867. The pending bills secured in the financial year 2024-2025 is Kenya shilling 263,130,224. There's also a report attached to it for the same information in detail. In the aging list of pending bills brought forward from financial year 23-24 were 1,380,986,506. Paid during the financial year 2024-2025 was 302,249,651. Pending bills due from financial year 23-24 is 1,078,736,855. Pending bills for the financial year 2024-2025 is 263,130,224. So accumulating to a new total of 1,341,867.80 shillings. Summary of pending bills as at 30th June. Payable pending 653,062,037. What is treated for goods and services? Goods supplied was 474,498,443. For services is 214,306,599. Statutory related is 675,639,769. Total pending bills as at 30th June 2025 will be 2,017,506,850. The department has paid an amount of Kenya shilling 302,249,651 on account of pending bills in the year 2024-2025. There's also another annexure for all the pending bills paid. It's an elaborate list. It's attached to the report. Copy submitted to the statement seeker. Question number 5. Comprehensive project status report showing those undertaken during the 2024-2025 financial year, project completed, ongoing projects, and stalled projects. The comprehensive project status report for financial year 2024-2025, detailing completed, ongoing, and stalled projects, is also supplied in Annexure 1 called Project Status Report, which is attached. It's an elaborate list, but I'll give a summary In summary, completed projects 160 projects, ongoing projects 20, and stalled projects 3. Committee observation. In conclusion, the committee observes that the Department of Finance and Economic Planning collected Kenya shilling 318,639,000 in on-source revenue against a target of 600 million, resulting in a shortfall of Kenya shilling 281,361,000, which represent 47% of the projected amount. The county recorded a total revenue shortfall of Kenya shilling 1,148,315,957, representing 14% of the total projected revenue. The county recorded a recurrent expenditure absorption rate of 92%, with Kenya shilling 5,332,364,648 spent out of the allocated Kenya shilling 5,773,500,814. The county recorded a development expenditure absorption rate of 63%, with Kenya shillings 1,504,709,780 utilized out of the allocated Kenya shilling 2,404,197,000. Out of the Kenya shilling 800,123,810 in pending statutory deductions, the Department of Finance and Economic Planning paid Kenya shilling 198,618,285, leaving a balance of Kenya shilling 601,505,524. A new pending bill amounting to Kenya shilling 263,130,224 was accrued in financial year 2024-2025, alongside unpaid statutory deduction totaling to 74,134,245. The department has paid Kenya shilling 302,242,651 towards pending bills during the financial year 24-25. During the financial year 24-25, the county completed 160 projects, while 20 projects are ongoing and 3 projects remain stalled. The stalled projects are within the health services, water and environment, and public works department. Committee recommendations. The committee made the following recommendation. The Department of Finance and Economic Planning should undertake a comprehensive review of its revenue collection strategies and implementation and mechanism with a view to identifying and addressing the factors that contribute to the 47% shortfall in on-source revenue. 2, the county government should undertake a thorough assessment of the factors contributing to the revenue shortfall of Kenya shilling 1,148,315,957, representing 14% of the total projected revenue. Additionally, regular monitoring and media review should be institutionalized to enable timely corrective action and enhance budget performance. The finding and proposed measures should be submitted to the County Assembly for review. 3, the county government should maintain and further strengthen its expenditure planning and execution framework to sustain the commendable recurrent absorption rate of 92%. Furthermore, the county should ensure that spending remains aligned with key priority areas and undertake a thorough analysis of the absorption fund to identify and address any implementation bottleneck or delays. The county government should take deliberate measure to improve the development budget absorption rate, which stood at 63%. This should include addressing challenges related to projects, planning, procurement delays, and implementation capacity. The Department of Finance and Economic Planning should develop a clear and time-bound repayment plan to clear the outstanding statutory deduction and prevent further accumulations. The county government should implement the existing pending bills payment plan to the letter in order to address the newly accrued pending bills amounting to Kenya shilling 263,130,224, as well as the unpaid statutory deduction totaling to 74,134,245 for the financial year 24-25. Finally, the county government should pay attention to ongoing projects, stall projects, projects that were not undertaken in financial year 24-25, and all unpaid empowerment programs, and ensure they are given first priority in the supplementary budget financial year 2025-2026. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. That was the response as received from the Department of Finance.
Yes, statement seeker. Is the response sufficient?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Allow me first to acknowledge the effort by the committee of coming up with this response, Mr. Speaker. It's quite detailed, and I feel most of the questions who have been responded related as captured in the report that has been shared with me. And largely, I am convinced on some issues that have been responded, Mr. Speaker. But again, because we are honorable members, this is the report that concerns all of us. And I feel the chair and the committee should have been able to do an extra mile duty. Looking at the values tabulated and shared by the honorable chair, allow me to point 2 to 3 issues, Mr. Speaker, that are largely of my concern as an elected member representing Kasiga Ward, and also as a concerned citizen of this good county of ours, Mr. Speaker. Looking at the revenues, Mr. Speaker, it is clearly that there is a shortfall of about 281 million, which is the only shortfall from my side I can see, Mr. Speaker. Because on the exchequer side, there's 74 million, which is clearly shown there. There's a change on the Kara issue that affected the county assemblies, Mr. Speaker. That tells you as well the shortfall might have gone on the other side. As much as we are waiting the financial statements, which will come soon from the Office of the Auditor General, Mr. Speaker. But let's ask ourselves the following questions. One, is the 281 million shortfall equivalent to the unimplemented projects in this county, Mr. Speaker? Just look at the pending bills already. There are 263 million. Just the pending bills. Just assume already now, whatever we didn't get was 281 million. We have a pending bill of 263 million, which is okay. You can understand because of the shortfall. But let's look at the bursaries. 130 million was not implemented. Add it up, Mr. Speaker, to the 263 pending bill. That goes already to 393. I have projects in my ward that are not undertaken. And according to this new system, they are saying the accrual system, they don't appear anywhere because they were never invoiced. So they disappeared in thin air. That tells you, Mr. Speaker, in a word, I have about 4 to 5 million of projects that were not implemented and were never captured anywhere in this report. So that tells you if every ward has an average of 5 million, there's about 100 million that was not done, that was not captured anywhere. So we are taking this, Mr. Speaker, to over 400 to 500 million of values that we feel, Mr. Speaker, they should have warranted the shortfall. But the shortfall is 281, and implemented project together with the pending bill, Mr. Speaker, they are exceeding values of about 500 million. So let's ask ourselves this hard question, Mr. Speaker. What do you think that was paid that was not in the budget? Because it clearly shows, Mr. Speaker, there are some things that were paid. Because if clearly it shows us that today, if we just assume the pending bills and the bursary is 130 million, that one takes to 303 million. It tells you definitely, Mr. Speaker, there are some values that were paid because 281 million was what was shortfall. Why are we having 303 in the budget? So, Mr. Speaker, there's a clear indication that this committee, and being headed by the able chair, they should go deeper and try to analyze what was that was paid in the previous budget that was not in the budget, Mr. Speaker. Because how come it seems that our shortfall is 281 million, but the things in the budget that we did not implement, there are over 500 million of values. We have not mentioned about the savings because I've seen, Mr. Speaker, a project that had quoted 2.5 million in the Kasigao Ward budget was implemented by a contractor with 2.2 million. So there's a saving there, Mr. Speaker, of about 300,000. We have not discussed about that. It's somewhere in those values, Mr. Speaker. Just look at that one item, and in every project, Mr. Speaker, no one quoted above, unless you quote an equivalent amount, or you quote lesser value, your project will be better, Mr. Speaker. So there are savings, there are issues that were captured in this budget that were not there in the budget, Mr. Speaker, and then you wonder, Mr. Speaker, why is there this difference? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to challenge the committee in this house to go deeper and analyze. Let's not go so far, but let's analyze this difference of 281 million, that was the shortfall, because this is the actual shortfall, because it was also published in the social medias. Mr. Speaker, let's see what happened. That today we didn't implement our bursaries, we did not implement some of the projects in Kasigao Ward and in every ward here, Mr. Speaker. Projects were never picked up, they were never implemented, and the budget fell short of only 281 million. That is one. Two, Mr. Speaker, I was touched by the donor funding, worth 1 billion, 1.something billion that was received in the financial year 2024-2025, Mr. Speaker. These reports are public. And Mr. Speaker, when I go outside there to the people of Kasigao, and I say we received a donor funding worth 1 billion, Mr. Speaker, and we didn't have any project related to the donor funding projects, but 1 billion came to this county, Mr. Speaker. Where did this 1 billion go? Because Taita Taveta County is subdivided into 20 units called wards, Mr. Speaker. Today I will be asked by my people, where is our share of worthy 1 billion that came as donor funding? Because we advise when we're doing the budget, Mr. Speaker, we should set funds on the water department to be able to be used as a matching fund to attract some of this donor funding, Mr. Speaker. And we did that, Mr. Speaker. I had some projects that were related to water. And as speak to Mr. Speaker, because of that contribution, because of that allocation that we done, Mr. Speaker, on that budget, I will be able to get. Mr. Speaker, I see you are about to make some.
Please summarize.
Mr. Speaker, I'm about to finish, but this is a matter that is very related, and I'm very interested on this matter because, Mr. Speaker, this is where we are our votes. And this is where, Mr. Speaker, we need to undertake the development that we have desired. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm about to conclude, but I was about on the point of the donor funding, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to challenge back the chair and the committee to go back and analyze this donor funding of 1 billion. what really happened. Were these projects implemented? And as I've said, they should be looked at the 20 units of this county, Mr. Speaker. Let's see the value that went, if possible, to every ward, so that we can be able to see the value for money for the 1.something billion that came as donor funding, Mr. Speaker. But largely, the committee has tried to give as much as information they could provide, Mr. Speaker. I'm still internalizing this report because it's quite detailed. We are still expecting the financial statements that should be able to give us a proper comparison, Mr. Speaker. We have also been seeing some reports on the control of budget. I'm surprised to see a development, a development here today, Mr. Speaker, reading over 62% development, Mr. Speaker. But even the chair knows very well, Mr. Speaker, that whatever was shared with us by the control of budget, that was shared in the across, even in the television, in our media, in our television channel, Mr. Speaker, it will all set all the people of the Taveta County asking, why are we implementing less than 10% of development, Mr. Speaker? But in this report here that has been brought by our able chair shows over 62% of development absorption. So who is speaking the truth? Is it the development? Is it the committee? Is it the executive? Is it the control of budget who is misleading us, Mr. Speaker? I'm left wondering, but I'm still digging deeper to compare the notes from the different reports that have been shared here, Mr. Speaker. But largely, I think there's still some work to be done. But this report has also given me some insights that will be necessary for me for future planning and even engagement when other reports are tabled in this House, Mr. Speaker. With those remarks, Mr. Speaker, I submit. Thank you.
Any member who has an additional comment on the status or on that particular statement? Yes, Honorable Mwambi.
Asante. Nashukuru sana Mheshimiwa Makalo kwa kuleta hoja hii bungeni. Mimi ningependa kusema kwamba swala hili la utekelezaji na ulipaji wanakandarasi limekuwa ni kama donda sugu katika kaunti ya Taita Taveta. Licha katika kila mwaka kuanzia mwaka wote Julai mpaka mwezi wa 6, yale mapato ama zile pesa ambazo zimetengwa na serikali kuja katika ama kufikia kaunti ya Taita Taveta huwa zinalipwa zote. Sasa mshangao mkubwa ni ya kwamba miradi mingine tayari imetekelezwa na ilikuwa tayari tumeiweka katika mpangilio wa hiyo budget. Lakini la kushangaza ni ya kwamba unakuta ya kwamba miradi ile bado inakaa bila kulipwa. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, swala hili ningeuliza wenzangu wote katika bunge hili tulivalie njuga, na ningependa kumwomba ama kumuuliza mwenyekiti wetu wa bajeti ama kamati ya bajeti, utekelezaji wa bajeti, ya kwamba tumuite tufanye kikao pamoja na waziri ambaye anahusika katika kitengo hiki cha fedha katika kaunti hii, pamoja na wale wakurugenzi wote ambao wako nao, ili atuelezee kiunaga anapanga namna gani kulipa malimbikizi haya ya madeni ambayo yamekaa muda huu wote. Na licha ya kwamba tunaona kwamba pesa kila mwaka wa serikali, pesa zote zinakuja kutoka serikali kuu. Ni wazi kabisa kama vile mwenzangu wa kutoka Kasigao amesema ya kwamba kuna miradi mingine huwa haiko katika mpangilio, na hiyo ndio inapatiwa kipawa mbele kulipwa. Na kwa sababu ya kufanya kufanya jambo hilo, unakuta kwamba wale wanakandarasi ambao wamefanya kazi katika kaunti yetu ya Taveta wanabakia wanalia kila wakati, hawalipi pesa. Na tayari unakuta kwamba mtu amekopa, labda bank amechukua mkopo, anakaa muda huo wote mrefu, na unakuta kwamba baadaye hata mkandarasi yule basi unakuta bank inamfuata na inachukua hata kama ni vifaa vyake vya kazi vinaenda, ama hata kama ni nyumba na inaenda, kwa sababu ya ile riba inaendelea kukaa kwa wingi, pamoja na zile pesa ambazo labda alikuwa amekopeshwa na taasisi ile ya fedha. So mimi ningependa kusema ya kwamba jambo hili tulivalie njuga sote waheshimiwa. Ni jambo ambalo limekumba hii kaunti kwa muda mrefu. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, wacha niseme ya kwamba na hili ni jambo ambalo linagusa kila wadi 20. Kila mheshimiwa ukiuliza unasikia kwamba miradi imefanywa lakini haijalipwa. Na kila wakati hawa kandarasi wanatuuliza ama hata wanaenda pale kwa waziri, lakini hawapati jibu lolote sahihi. So asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Honorable Kennedy, you have an issue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. First, I'd like to thank Honorable Amos Makalo for the statement he sought on budget absorption. Mr. Speaker, for sure, I'm also trying to wonder what is happening with the Department of Finance. Because as we speak, Mr. Speaker, we are not getting the value of money in this Taita Taveta County, and especially my people in Mwatate Ward. Because as we speak, Mr. Speaker, we are getting money from donors and even the national government. But when we go to projects, we are not realizing the 100% for the projects which are being budgeted within the ward. As we speak, like Matate, we have projects 2024-2025, and still now, some of the projects have not even commenced, and some have not finished, and even the ones which have been finished, the contractors have not been paid. And we are seeing here in this report, it is not satisfactory to this House. So, Mr. Speaker, I am not pleased with this report, and as my chair, that is Amos Makalo, for the PAC, we as members, we are not pleased with this committee, the report, and the chair of budget should bring the comprehensive report on this issue.
The statement seeker is Amos Makalo.
Yes.
Yes. So you are only writing on that issue, and you are concerned only. You only raise your concern, but the person who is supposed to talk about the report and already has responded is Amos Makalo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please.
So, Mr. Speaker,
you have only 3 minutes, and you better wind up, please.
So, Mr. Speaker, as I speak on this absorption and performance for this report, I am not pleased with this report, because my projects for Mwatate Ward, the ones which have not commenced, the ones which have finished, they have not been paid, and the money is there in the Department of Finance. So I am not satisfied with this report, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The statement seeker has already given his comment, and I think before we proceed to the next order, because we have only one order, and then and also before we go to the next order, I want to recognize the presence of our colleague, Honorable Duncan Wangama, who has been away for some time. Can we please welcome him with a applause? Thank you very much, and also give this opportunity to Honorable Omar to officially welcome our colleague into this chamber. Karibu sana, Omar.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm out of words because once I saw my able and competent chair open the doors of this honorable house, because I was extemporaneous to see him to this house today. because he has not even informed me as a friend. But I rise also with a lot of applaud today to welcome him back to this honorable house to do his official duty as he has been elected by the people of Busi Kishamba. And I have much to say, but just because of time, Mr. Wangama, welcome. And Honorable Wangama, welcome to this honorable house. And I just want to say, the shoes you left it at the committee level, I cannot wear it. Come back and take your shoes back. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Honorable Amari. And also, Honorable Mamid, you have an issue. Maybe you want also to add. Welcome.
Actually, Mr. Speaker, I was just wondering if you had concluded on the matter of the statement, because I think I needed a moment to clarify a few things that were raised, which impugned a little bit on the Committee of Budget as not having performed its duties very well. If allowed, maybe I can do that.
Honorable Member, the statement seeker has given you an assignment through the statement that through the response, and those are directives that now also you with your committee you need also to do, so that at least within some time of about 7 days we also come up with the same clarification. So I think instead of giving you an opportunity to clarify, and the statement has already been responded, and the respondent are the department, you're not the department. Now I think it's good that go and also look for the details and bring it back here with so that it can satisfy the two member, not the whole house, because the whole house is concerned. It has a lot of gaps, that spot. So I'm calling, maybe briefly.
No, actually, Mr. Speaker, I didn't want to rise to clarify anything. Yeah. All I had wanted to rise, with your permission, was to state that the statements sought was comprehensively responded to, just to make it clear on the record, was comprehensively responded to, and the new questions that are arising now, or any other question that may arise, the department or the committee is well placed and will respond on them within a reasonable given time, because what has been imputed is like the committee did not perform its duties. Mr. Speaker, sir, sometimes when we ask statement questions in the House and the response is given as per the statement, members create a situation.
Honorable member, you can just have your seat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just needed to clarify that, because, Mr. Speaker, this session is live. This session is live, and sometimes it appears like an honorable chair has not performed his duty. An honorable chair has performed his duty thoroughly as asked and responded correctly. So it should be clear that a new question needs to be given time to be responded to. Thank you.
It's okay, Chair. Let us conclude the welcoming of our colleague, Honorable Duncan Wangama. Karibu sana bunge. Just fit to the shoes. Your colleague said they were so big that he could not able to. And also, your absence has also brought him up. In fact, it's not the same Omar we used to know. Even the language has seriously changed. Hoping that now, Honorable Omar, you're not going to change, because continue doing what you have been doing. And this has been so wonderful. You have seriously changed. No, yeah, so you need to add something on the welcome? Yeah, before we move to the next order, please. 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. But mine is very brief. I want to take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Wangama to this house. We have missed Wangama. Wangama, we have really missed you. And Honorable Wangama, life must continue. You are most welcome. And we shall join hands. We shall join hands and see how we are going to move forward. Mr. Speaker, I want also to thank, I've never noticed any difference between when the chair was there and when he was away. So I want to take this opportunity also to thank and congratulate the Vice Chair. The Vice Chair, keep it up. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills.
Honorable members, there being no any other business, the House stands adjourned until Wednesday, 17th September 2025 at 2:30 p.m.